Testing. Testing. Okay, looks like we're not too bad. Do 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 do. Yeah. Hello. Right. Time to. Excuse me. Time to hop back into this. We're getting game audio. The webcam audio turned off. Let me just click back into the game. Okay, now the game audio is playing. Right, let's see how we get on this time. And hopefully we'll get that out episode recap. I'm just trying something different with the mic. I'm probably end up going to move it again before I do something else. I'm still trying to figure out how to stop the reflection from being in my glasses. We're getting close. We're getting close. But it seems to be if I'm looking at the screen I'm going to get it. Let's continue.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls.
No, why is it coming out of the...
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear.
Alright, I'm just going to reload the game. Because at the moment the audio is coming out of the speakers and I need it in the headphones. There we go. Now we'll continue.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me.
I remember that.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
We had a fight.
Now, she's missing. Alice? Alice? I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2. Oh. Back when he was clean shaven. I remember when I looked like that. Polygons and all.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Not yet. Let's have a look around the house. This is a nice, no TV. Oh wait, no, there's the TV. It's a lot of books. I suppose he's a writer, to be fair to him. Let's get the thermos before we turn on the coffee.
This is going to be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then.
Thermos! Is that the Max Payne guy? Certainly looks like the Max Payne guy. Ugh. Manuscript.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here.
Lane. I always keep writing down lied.
Run of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Okay.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red, a gruesome, slushy, dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped
Ugh.
into the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Okay then. That's not creepy. Let's go get you that coffee. Oh, that is the worst looking fuse board I've ever seen.
Coffee's on.
Great. Thanks.
Game over.
I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Wouldn't pick up your plate after yourself, no? Jesus.
Oh, hey. I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you see.
Is this what we're looking at?
Last night.
Oh, we left them on our desk.
These look really good.
Oh,
Okay.
sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time.
Another QR code.
Speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan! Please check the fuse box.
Oh yeah, she doesn't like the dark.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Maybe he's... maybe he's got the darkness around because he just really wants to get rid of the wife. I'm turning into my mother. I'm trying to figure out how it's going to end before I even play the thing.
It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break up.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Pay me.
I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch.
Slow down with the old story.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Ah! Ah! No! Look at them with the balcony. Rich fakers.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Grand!
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Whoop, 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 whoop,
I
whoop.
think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Chill the beans for a while.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Grand. He's got a big fish.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complicit, Deputy. They can't change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now. I'll come back later on to remind you. Just
Wait, what am I reading? Something for me to... Oh no, it's just that again. Wasn't there someone over in that corridor?
The sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused.
I guess I missed some little scene.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that.
We're gonna need to talk to her.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton.
Thermos!
Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Alice sees a shadow.
Finder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wade.
Where the fuck is she down here? Oh, there she is.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Thank you.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd
It
lied.
looks like you murdered your wife.
Excuse me. I need to take this.
SSE electricity.
Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park.
Mr. Wade, can I help you with anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wade. You can get there through
See what's going on, see?
Lights on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
No worries, buddy. I'm just gonna take this page that someone has left behind.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman.
Ooh.
Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Of course he would. Can he not?
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Thermos!
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Guess we're just going to the hole in the fence.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Oh yeah! That was some kickback. More pages.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. Business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park.
Done taking a piss at the back. The TV gonna turn.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Okay.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Are you feeling
What's all
any
this
better?
about?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, you're the asshole.
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
All right then.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Yeah.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not
That's
her
mean.
fault. She's a very nice girl and,
Fuck
more
tooth shark,
importantly,
club
a
your phone.
fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
Never mind me, just shaking some doors.
You shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
Yes.
Are you high? Have you been drinking? No.
A little.
Look, Barry.
Nervous.
And someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong. It's a good story. Could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Dog. Dog, dog, dog. Dog, 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 dog.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes.
Disgusting.
At least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
That's disgraceful.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper.
Yes, I can.
Situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
I've got a dog to see.
I think this is the form you
Can I
wanted.
pet the dog now?
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail.
Of course it is.
Paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
It's at the end of a big long path.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now. That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn
We're missing a sound effect there.
I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Bless you.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Thermos. Where the heck is the radio mast?
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way.
Uh-huh.
Walk through the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Don't blame him.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
It's a fair point. I don't have my shotgun and my other stuff. I suppose the cops did arrest me.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan?
Oh no.
You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not...
Oh, that was the guy who helped me out.
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what
Definitely saw someone out there.
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
What the fuck was that? That was a slow rumble, but I nearly fucking shot myself. I'm getting freaked out now.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
I It's plenty red now.
Ooh.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming.
Oh.
Am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
What? That one didn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, you guys are going to be problems. Oh jeez. Let's just have a look up here. Oh, there's a lot of pages.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Poor old Rusty. Fuck's sake. I'm really not good with spooky shit.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Nope. Fallen Rock Zone.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Oh no. But there's a thermos, I thought. Ah, we'll go help him. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute, Rusty. I thought I saw a thermos over here. I did. You're fine. Jesus. Oh God.
I'm back here. Hey, please help me.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Rusty doesn't look like he's gonna make it.
Whatever did This couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
I suppose we can let you out now. You can be an old bloodhound for me.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Of course, there's a massive axe.
Destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights
Sorry,
back
Rusty.
on.
Rusty!
I don't want to go back for Rusty. It's all dark and windy out there. I don't want to go out there.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across.
Yeah, we saw what happened to him.
Darkness.
Ah, what the fuck? Okay, don't stand in the black stuff.
My senses.
Rusty?
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
I thought that was a mammoth for a second. It's a rock.
Don't feed the animals.
Wait, what the fuck?
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license.
Rusty, is that you?
Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never go closer than 100 yards. 2 bears and wolves never approach any other closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park. This includes even Yumi or even simple berries.
Can't fucking catch him. Sorry, buddy. More ammo, please. Oh, this is some lost black smoke monster shit now.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Poor Rusty. It just seems to be getting darker and darker.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
This better not be a trap. Keep a hold of that shotgun if something bigger comes along. Oh no. Shit. That was close. Thank God people are leaving all these batteries around. Like, did I think I'm going the right way?
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Alright, where are you? If you're gonna get me, I'm gonna have me back to the wall. Assholes. You're a big bollocks. Fucking three of you. Fuck me. I am running out of flashlights. Fuck's sake, how am I supposed to know you're behind me? Fuck, I'm out of ammo now as well. Do I run through these fucking dark areas, or...? I've no ammo. I have one fucking flashlight left.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Well, fuck. So what, do I just run? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do without ammo? Oh, fuck off now. That thing is having too much fun blowing in the wind. Like... I can't even fucking get... Where am I supposed to get ammo? What am I even supposed to do, like?
Shit.
Oh, that's fantastic. Get up, Barry. Why does that guy have a sword?
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares won't keep the bastards away.
Okay.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why? Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry
Oh,
when
yeah.
I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. How's that? Right up
close.
those stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake. Are you kidding? Give me the gun! No time for back talk. Pull them off, damn it!
Shit.
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. Die already! Die! Stop moving! Wait, where'd that one go? Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Oh, it's got a heart on it and everything. Shift and peak.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more players here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming! That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. That's what I got for you! Huh?
Shit. No, it's tougher than it looks.
That's right. Ah!
You know, aim a bit better, please. Aim better. Oh, he's a big fucker. Shoot him! Shoot him!
See? Nothing to it.
Ooh, thermos. Oh, I missed it.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her mouth.
Oh, you dumbass. You stupid asshole. I was willing to hear him out. The guy clearly had a plan.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted
It does
to
hold
answer.
magical power. Have you not been paying attention?
Alice had tried tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant.
Fair enough.
Until now. Because he thought it held
It
some
does.
magical power, but I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Like, for a guy with a wild imagination as a writer, he's really not buying into any of this shit at all. Okay, so I got enough bullets, but I don't have a lot of flashlights. I want it. Yeah, not gonna risk that one. Or that one. Or that one. Oh, Jesus.
What the hell?
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
Anyone else? Fuck! Right, we will now walk to our destination. They do not want to stand in another one. And we are being given a lot of ammo here, which is not a bad sign in any way, shape or form. Where the fuck am I going? Over here? Oh. Nope, just a leaf. Fuck. I saw another one of you around here. That's right, stay the fuck away from me now. Did not know you would be able to climb this. That was close. Shit, I'm all out of flares. Probably gonna regret doing that.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out.
No!
The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I got the chainsaw. I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here. It was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Can we get in the plane? Badly needed. Okay, 2 flares. We'll take that. Better than nothing. Back off now. Wait me. Not in the mood to be dealing with you. Let's get over this way. Oh, B. Fuck! That could have been worse. There, the magic goop. This is clearly some sort of walking device. It wants me to go out there. Actually, I'll be back in 1 second. Back. Right, let's try not get our heads caved in. Oh, it's gonna make me jump.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
There's not too many left. Top of the... Oh no, if this is the top, then I should go back to the other part. And see what's out here. If anything. Oh, there we go.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Forgot about that thing. More flares. And a thermos! And I assume we're going up here. That was that gave me a bit of a fright. Not seeing the radio tower anymore. Oh no, we're back in the woods. Darkness wears her fit.
Beware of Widowmakers.
Am I climb? Okay, here we go. Something over here? Nope. Fuck me. Oh, not more. What the fuck? Jesus. Oh, I'm about to die. Get your shit together, Alan. It's not ominous at all. Yeah, there he is. Let's get rid of you first. There'll not be any more chainsaw guys. Just let me up to the campgrounds. Just let me to the save point.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon.
All
Just
right.
make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Are we gonna like drive the car over to him?
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But
No!
Call it instinct. His posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Alan. Who's leaving fucking hunting rifle ammo in the women's toilets? Thank you, whoever you are. Although I am slightly worried that they're still giving me ammo now at what I thought would be the end of this chapter.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Fuck me. That gave me a fright. Oops. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Shit. Oh, this doesn't feel weird at all, at all. Do 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 do. Shit's hitting the fan everywhere, lads. Alright, I get it, you're not letting me up this way. Is there another way around? Oh god. Can I really not get past here? Oh, I can just get out. Okay, that works.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I
Oh
was
fuck.
facing.
Fuck.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy. city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get
I understand.
Yes, I get you.
Jesus.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Maybe I do just need to use the clarinet.
Open the door now. They're gone.
No, we're not going to open it just yet. Let's hope we can actually keep our stuff.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic
Open the door,
episode,
Barry.
man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Poor old Alan.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear
Diner.
Good girl.
Jesus Christ. Got a boat?
Come here. Pretty please. Can you tell me where I am? You want to say something?
This game is getting tougher. And I'm starting to get more scared. Realizing now and I might be just afraid of the dark. And I think we're going to call it there.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice.
Jesus. God damn. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go lie down with the lights on now and try not to think about that. See ya.